your rival could be more than one. You could have rivals
Yep.
in this game. You blow through the Elite Four, through Victory Road, take on the champion, beat the champion, and then as soon as you do that, that first eight, those first eight gyms through the Elite Four, that's really just all a tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you become champion, you have the option to fly that Pidgey you've been carrying around as an HM slave that you keep flying on the back of. He can't carry you guys. He cannot do it. But he can do it now once you're champion, and he can fly you to the next continent. And that opens up the rest of, the additional Pokemon from that area. And you keep unlocking continent after continent, town after town.
I'm even okay with them totally resetting the Pokemon universe. Let's start over, in Pallet Town. Let's start over with the first group, and you've got was it Kanto? Right. So you've got the Kanto region. So start with that, and then, after however many months, Nintendo can release the next area, and then the next area, and then you just, you pay your 10, 15, 20, whatever bucks.
Yeah.
I would pay whatever they asked me to pay.
Everyone would.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be game ender. Like, for everything. If you're putting out any other games, just stop. Stop developing any game. Whatever you're making for whichever console, stop. It's pointless because everybody in the world would be playing Pokemon.
Yeah, you might as well just start developing for the Pokemon MMO. Close up shop, and you can be the Sun and Moon expansion that'll come out.
Yep. So, I think Nintendo's smart, and they're creative, and they're not dumb. They watch what's going on. They watch things that are successful, and this has to be a conversation they've had. This has to be a conversation. It's impossible that they have not thought about this. And I look at the little things that they've done. It's almost like they're experimenting, like with, was it X and Y where they started the what do you call it? Not a cave or a, where you can
the underground thing where you could interact.
Yeah, they started the underground, and then you could decorate your own little hideout or whatever.
Yeah.
So like they've started little things like that.
I think that's before. I think player interaction. We keep seeing bits and pieces of that, new pieces introduced in each iteration of this franchise. And I think ultimately, if we step away from the MMO concept, because I know a lot of people wouldn't like that idea, if you could just have all of those continents that we've seen from red and blue, green, all the way up through sun and moon, if you can see all of those kind of redesigned, using the same engine, the same layout, you can keep your Pokemon in the same continents in the same games. Just to allow the traversal, and I mean, I think, like, if I have to ask for anything, like, it's that. I understand that that you can't just have games infinitely upgraded, I guess, especially when you have like a series like Pokemon that sells tens of millions each release, right? It's like Call of Duty. As much as I want like a hub world in a way, I want that like Master Chief Collection approach where you start one game, you launch one game, and in there you have access to all the other games, right? And you can just like kind of pop in. And like this MMO approach, in my mind, would be, let me start the game, but then let me then travel with my same team. Just let me travel to the next one. Incentivize, like, don't ditch the old games. It's one thing I don't like about like shooters as they come out. I hate how like you spend all this time on like learning maps and strategies on maps, and then like the new game cuts out and developers just go, that's the old stuff, forget it. We'll remake it and resell it later. I would personally prefer that if a lot of this stuff could carry over, and then I'd rather pay for that and then pay for the developers to make those areas or those maps like more visually appealing. If you want to do like the Modern Warfare remastered, I will gladly pay for that upgrade, but let's have it upgrade from the same platform, basically, is what I would prefer. And I think with Pokemon, you could do the same thing. Like, let's see the red and blue that looks like Sun and Moon, and then make it so that my team can go back and forth.
See, the world that I'm thinking about releases with the NX.
Oh no!
No, I see. You're thinking handheld, maybe not. But you did say Sun and Moon. See, I'm thinking a world where all the Pokemon look like the Pokemon in Pokken Tournament, like fully realized, beautiful, gorgeous Pokemon, and with everything that Nintendo's doing at the NX, like I feel like this would be the perfect time. It's the 20th anniversary for Pokemon. Mm-hmm. The NX is launching. They're going to have a really powerful console. They've talked about having a console that like interacts. Again, this is all speculation, but it seems like they're going to have, something that interacts with the handheld and the mobile, and it's all, one platform. And I just think this could be the perfect opportunity to launch that kind of game.
At the NX reveal event at the end of this year, the lights dim. And as they slowly fade up, you see a world that looks kind of like the Zelda Wii U reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Just stretches of fields and forests and mountains as far as the eye can see. And then Pikachu hops out of the forest.
And that's it.
And that's it.
It's literally like 3 minutes of them showing this world.
And it like crashes to black, and it just throws
the last
up
thing you see is
2017 coming NX.
Tiny little Pikachu just runs out after 3 minutes. Pika.
Yep, that's
Boom.
it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Our world
I guarantee you
will become yours.
People would die. Not figuratively.
Yeah.
People would have strokes and die at the press conference.
The YouTube reactions would be incredible is a light word to use.
Oh no, we were when and if this day comes, we need to have like a multi-stream going, like show everybody. I want to see Greg and Colin. I want to see Bossman and Bloodworth and all the guys. Like I want to have all the streams going. I just want to watch everybody break. I just want to watch them fall to pieces, especially Bossman. He's the one that I really want to see, because he would be in a little ball in the corner of the room, like shaking and crying and holding himself and screaming. Oh God!
Well, just think of the reaction from last year's E3, because game trailers had streamed like a video reaction of them watching the conferences and stuff,
mm-hmm.
and they had bets going about what would be announced and what would not be announced, and like the forms that certain games would come in if they were announced, and like their reaction alone to games like the Final Fantasy VII remake,
Shenmue.
Yep, Shenmue 3.
Oh my gosh,
all that stuff, like even The Last Guardian, like it exists.
Yeah.
Like that alone, for so many people have been waiting, oh my gosh, 8 years, 9 years, however long it's been.
Seeing those reactions, those are some of my favorite moments, just watching people just be just out of their minds happy.
This is a world that I already love, and it pains me if I think about the reality. So I'm not going to. This is not the time to talk about reality.
If I can throw some speculation on the speculation.
Absolutely.
So now take this world that we've imagined and add in the new technology that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And now think about all your Pokemon and battling in that world in VR. Imagine looking down at your belt, picking off your Pikachu, Pokeball, throwing it out there, and watching this battle in real life.
I can't, honestly.
Now that would be the point where the society, our entire culture and society just crumbles as people stop going to work, they stop living their lives, they stop getting into relationships and having children, and they live on their VR system. That is how the world ends. That's it. Right there.
You thought WoW was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until Pokemon World comes your way.
Oh,
because like in VR, I'm a huge fan of the Stadium games and even Pokemon Battle Revolution on Wii. Like, it really hurt me that there was no Wii U Battle or Stadium game that came out that was able to like tap into the Pokebank and like some of the new games, because to see those characters rendered, like even in Pokken Tournament, like, it's great. And I'd love to see that treatment, wherever. And what's cool is that in Sun and Moon, in one of the new trailers, I forget from who, like, it shows that there are now in the battles, like, there are observers watching you battle.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you are playing Pokemon World and it's not just putting on VR goggles to be the trainer? Absolutely. Like, I'm 100% for that. Maybe you can't move at all. Maybe you just have to stay in one spot, but you can like see your team like kind of battle in front of you. But just imagine being an observer of that and seeing these battles. It's like ripped straight out of like the anime pilot.
Oh my gosh.
The crowd's cheering, and it's just.
You think kids are bad now who are just like spend their entire time watching people play games? Like, take that world to the next level.
One of the commentators, one of the shoutcasters can be PewDiePie.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
He can do it live, and then you can sit next to him with your VR headset. You can sit next to PewDiePie. He'll tell you exactly what's happening on the field during the battle as you're watching.
He'll scream it at you.
Hey, you know what? He can scream if this happens. I'll let him scream the whole time.
No, man,
this is tragic. I'm kind of disappointed now ending
just
this.
Thinking about the amount of money Nintendo would break the system. Like, all bets are off. Other consoles are done. The gaming industry would fall to its knees and crumble.
See,
why?
And you could also tie in some of the functionality of Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah.
Where you go out in the real world and you're battling and you're collecting and catching and all that, and then you come and it logs into the Pokebank. It's all the same thing. So then when you get home, or maybe not home, maybe you pop out your NX handheld to access that world. All of your guys, all your new catches, they're in there. They're already waiting for you. So there's not like a separation of your collection. That's what was so brilliant about like the Pokebank system.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want all of your guys. You don't want your teammates who led you to victory through Diamond and Pearl. You don't want to leave them on that DS cart. You want to at least bring them in through the cloud to get to Sun and Moon. And to, X and Y and, and the future. Man.
And that, my friend, is the world that will never be.
Well,
pixel pie in the sky.
Yeah, what a sweet and bitter taste that pie has.
No, I just want to smash that pie, but I can't. It's ingrained in my soul now. Ever since we toyed with the idea, I'll never be able to forget that.
Yeah.
Or forgive Nintendo if it never happens.
This thing that we made up, Nintendo, I will never forgive you if you don't make it. I'm not going to talk about realities of any of this. Reality is for the other segments. This is Pixel Pie in the Sky.
Yes. Let us live in our fantasy world, if but for a moment.
Reality is Star Fox Zero.
Oh,
I'm kidding. That's
a low blow. That's a low blow, Jason.
Well, I think that's it for us today.
I think that's it. I think that